Good evening, everyone, and we're back again. Welcome to Change Life. And in today's episode, we'll be joined by three very special guests. We'll be discussing how inclusive or not inclusive our country, our infrastructure, its educational institutions is. And for this, we'll be joined by three very special guests. We'll be joined by Gauri Gupta. Gauri is a writer, she's an editor, she's a disability facilitator. She is also a law student at the University of Delhi. We will also be joined by Ruchita Sahukar. Ruchita is a change.org petitioner. She's 21, she's a college student, and she has started a petition on the platform asking the government to make schools and colleges inclusive for people with disabilities. We will also be joined by a third guest today. We'll be joined by Shaurya Sood. Shaurya is an MPhil student at JNU in New Delhi. He is also a change.org petitioner. In his petition, he's asking the JNU administration to make the JNU campus, more inclusive for people with disabilities. We'll be discussing how our infrastructure, our educational institutions sometimes are not as inclusive as they need to be for people with special needs. I will quickly be patching all the three of our participants in just a bit and go right into our conversation. Hey Gauri, hello again.
Can you hear me? Yes, perfectly.
Awesome. I will also patch in all our other participants. And
I hope I am audible too.
Yes. We can hear you very well. One second. I'm patching our other participants in as well. Ruchita, I've sent you a request to participate.
Hello again.
How are you? Can you hear me, Ruchita? I think, Gauri, can you hear me?
Yes, you're perfectly audible. I think there is some network issue at Ruchita's end.
Yes. Shaurya, I've sent you a request to participate in this live. Okay, time Shaurya joins in, let's just dive into the conversation that we have at hand. Our Gauri, I want to start with how. Okay, Gauri, I thought saying that you're. I'm just sending a request again. Hopefully, they'll be able to join.
Garvita, I am not able to hear you again. Actually, I just heard my name, then I couldn't hear the question. I think there is some network issue. Ruchita, are you able to hear Garvita?
नो मैम एक्चुअली बहुत ही ब्लर आ रही है मतलब जैसे कि सडनली वॉइस धीमी हो गई
Yes.
I don't because I'm like Wi-Fi right now. So can you hear me now?
It's a bit blurry, but yes, slightly better.
Okay. So Gauri, I want to start my conversation with you first. In most countries, facilities, educational institutes mostly are accessible for people with disabilities, with special needs, but that somehow is not the case in India. So tell me, what are the basic things that educational institutions to begin with can do to make facilities more inclusive?
First things first, we need to understand why there is so much of inaccessibility and exclusion around us. Let's start with that. I believe, our society to begin with was made for a certain set of population, which was not disabled people, of course. It was meant for able-bodied people of a certain category, right? And it was thought, planned, and made in a certain way. Hence, if things around us are inaccessible, people with disabilities would automatically not be able to go out. Hence, you don't see much of us in public. If you don't see us, you don't know about us. Hence, there is inaccessibility that increases, right? Then coming to education institutions, and it goes for everything. It's that people are too busy speaking for us. Then, of course, there's this concept of special needs that I'm pretty much very against. I know it's the generic term that's used, but when we associate the word special with something, we are automatically putting it on a pedestal as if it's a luxury, or as if it's an option. For me, as a wheelchair user, using a lift to reach the fifth floor is not a luxury or it's not an option.
Very,
It's as basic for me as it would be for anyone to use a set of stairs, maybe. So it's a specific need. And when we attach the word special or anything for that matter, there is so much stigma to it.
very
Then
true.
coming to educational institutions, we have this diversification of normal and not normal, which has been my experience. And I think that has been there for a lot of disabled people out there. We like to categorize people between they are normal and somebody is not normal. And it does not work that way. Things are not that black and white. And something that's not normal in a very, I would say, normative sense is
Very true.
usually excluded. And that happens with schools as well. Now, with my experience, I do remember when my parents were initially trying for, school admissions and everything, so many principals and people from very esteemed schools have told us to either go into some sort of a special school or not go for that at all. So there is this general mindset that your not normal child would not fit into our normal environment. So, and I think that's very problematic. Then, of course, accessibility is a basic need. There, not just ramps and lifts, tactile paths, other things, washrooms, for example, these are basic things. And then, in order to be fully inclusive, we need inclusivity, which of course requires a certain sense of understanding and also, educating people about it. So,
No,
yeah,
absolutely.
I feel
No, and
absolutely it's a conversation we need to have.
No, absolutely. And I feel Ruchita will concur with what you're saying because Ruchita has gone through very similar experiences. Ruchita, would you like to shed light or tell us about the challenges that you faced when you also tried to take admissions in schools?
Yes, ma'am. First of all, good evening to everyone. Hardly I went school for 2 years, but not continuously. Because after that I didn't get any admissions of from any schools. I didn't even remember the names of my schools. I didn't even given the exams in schools because there are few small schools who were accepted me, but other than that, when there is a gap due to my physical condition, whenever I get fractures and all, you know, I get to got to I need to have leave. So meanwhile, I missed a lot. Then when I my parents take me out for a new school admission, then they used to refuse. बात ये है कि जब स्कूल जाते हैं तो पहले तो प्रिंसिपल जो होती हैं वो पहले ये बोलती हैं कि हम जैसे बच्चों को लेना रिस्क होता है. आई डोंट नो व्हाट सॉर्ट ऑफ रिस्क दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. वी आर नॉट स्प्रेडिंग एनी डिसीजेस. एक्सेसिबल तो बाद की बात है, पहले हमें एक्सेप्ट तो करें, पहले जाने तो दें. दे पुट लॉट ऑफ कंडीशंस एंड वो खुद बोल देते हैं कि हमारे यहाँ फैसिलिटीज नहीं है, आप बस बच्चे को किसी स्पेशल स्कूल्स में लेके चले जाओ. And thing is that very few parents are committed towards raising disabled children because in terms of their career, because everyone not having that much patience कि they should go each and every school try करेंगे. And I'm not saying, but मेरे साथ तो यही हुआ है कि because after trying a lot, my parents gave up on me in terms of my career. मैं तब से होम ट्यूशन से पढ़ के आई हूँ, बट आई मिस माई सोशल लाइफ. मैं प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस मुझे वो गेन नहीं हो पाया, बहुत सारी बेसिक्स मेरी छूट गई है. नाउ आई एम स्ट्रगलिंग अ लॉट फॉर माई एग्जामिनेशन. बहुत मुश्किल से पढ़ रही हूँ छोटे छोटे करके. एंड मुझे अभी भी बहुत दुखी हो रहा है कि मेरे एग्जाम देने के लिए मुझे 42 किलोमीटर्स जाके एग्जाम देना पड़ रहा है डिस्टेंस एजुकेशन में. अगर मेरा बचपन में स्कूल कंटिन्यू होता तो शायद इतना दूर जाके एग्जाम देने की जरूरत नहीं होती. एंड आई वुड हैव मेड गुड फ्रेंड्स. मतलब बहुत बहुत अच्छी चीजें एक्सपीरियंस हो जाती हैं उसमें. दैट आई एम मिसिंग अ लॉट.
Hmm.
First, awareness has to made before accessibility. क्योंकि अवेयरनेस आएगी तभी तो एक्सेसिबिलिटी बढ़ेगी. हाँ, वही है मेरी प्रॉब्लम. इट इज देयर एवरीवेयर.
No, absolutely. And I feel हमारे metropolitan cities में inclusive, like even the basic things, even like Bangalore, you expect the big cities to at least have the basic inclusiveness, and then you expect the tier 2, tier 3 cities to follow suit. And I think you two are great examples. Gauri has been in a metropolitan city, and you, Ruchita, have been in the tier 2, tier 3 cities, and both of your experiences are absolutely identical. You both face similar kind of problems while growing up. Gauri, tell me, of course, educational institutions are one. What are other aspects in your daily life that you encounter which you feel that, अरे ये भी मेरे लिए, inclusive नहीं है, and how are ways in which we can come together and make sure that things become better for you?
Of course. It's not a list of things. Now I'll tell you my everyday life. If I'm going out, the roads that we have usually, if you see in a lot of urban metropolitan cities, we have those kind of patchy pathways in our residential areas, which are not really accessible for wheelchair users. It ends up damaging our, mobility aids. That then, of course, when it's raining in Delhi, it rains like anything, and the roads are not accessible. Pavements are usually not meant for wheelchairs because it's used by bikes or other vehicles to be parked. So these basic things. Now, it's not just about accessibility. I can say that our metros in Delhi are accessible to an extent, in the sense they do have ramps and lifts and everything. But what if the lifts are not working? Are they really accessible? Who is ensuring all of that? So we need to keep in mind these little things. If the lift is not working around you, uh, talk to the authorities, make sure that it works. If you see that a vehicle is being parked on a pathway that's meant for, a footpath or something like that, make sure that you talk to the person or do something about it. Little things. If you see any kind of inaccessibility that you can do actually something about, do that. So, yeah, of course.
Anything you'd like to add to this, Ruchita? These are really lovely things that you're saying. I mean, these are things that we ourselves around us can ensure that things become, more accessible for all of us. Anything else you'd like to add to this, Ruchita?
यस मैम, जो लिफ्ट्स के बारे में बोलती थी, इफ आई हैव एवर सीन वाइडर लिफ्ट्स वो सिर्फ हॉस्पिटल्स में होते थे. अदर देन दैट अगर कहीं बाहर जाते तो लिफ्ट्स इतने इसमें कंजेस्टेड होते थे ना दैट व्हील चेयर कैन नॉट गो इनसाइड द लिफ्ट. तो होकर भी उन लिफ्ट्स का फायदा नहीं होता है, तो उठाकर ही ले जाना पड़ता है. तो इट्स डिफिकल्ट फॉर किसी इंसान को ले जाकर इतने देर तक लिफ्ट में अपनी मंजिल पहुंचने तक रखें. दैट इज द मेन थिंग. एंड पहली बात, हम अगर सोशल होंगे दैट पीपल बिकेम अवेयर दैट पीपल की डिसेबल्ड वाले भी होते हैं. मैंने दिल्ली में एक स्कूल के बारे में सुना था जो कि डिसेबल वाले और नॉर्मल वाले को एक साथ पढ़ाते थे. एंड दैट इज द शो ऑफ सत्यमेव जयते ऑफ आमिर खान. आई थिंक इफ एवरीवन इज अवेयर ऑफ इट, अमर ज्योति स्कूल, जो कि बहुत ही इंस्पायरिंग है, जो ब्लाइंड बच्चों और फिजिकल बच्चों सबको एक साथ पढ़ाता है. वहाँ पर एजुकेशन इंक्लूसिव सबके लिए है, भले ही वो स्पोर्ट्स हो या एक पढ़ाई हो, एक साथ करते हैं. एंड वहाँ के पेरेंट्स भी बहुत हैप्पी हैं कि उनके बच्चे डिसेबल वाले के साथ पढ़ रहे हैं, उनको अवेयरनेस हो रही है, उनके साथ बढ़ रहे हैं. दैट उनमें मतलब बोलते हैं ना कि मेंटली दे आर ग्रोइंग, मतलब ऐसी चीज उनके साथ हो रही है. बट बहुत सारे स्कूल्स ऐसे हैं ना कि आप जैसे बच्चों अगर आएंगे तो हमारा स्कूल का रेपुटेशन, कोई और पेरेंट्स अगर हम नॉर्मल चाइल्ड अगर नहीं आना चाहे कि आप जैसे बच्चों को ये भी आते हैं स्कूल, ऐसी चीजें भी हो सकती हैं, ऐसे बोलते हैं। तो बड़ा अजीब सा लगता है मुझको जब ऐसे बोलते होंगे तो। मोस्ट ऑफ स्कूल्स अगर हम जाते भी है ना तो वो खुद मना कर देते हैं कि हमारे पास लिफ्ट है, तो लिफ्ट नहीं है, सीढ़ियाँ हैं, आगे में कौन आएगा, आपको रुकना पड़ेगा। तो पेरेंट्स इतने देर तक हमारे स्कूल कंप्लीट होने तक तो नहीं रुक सकते ना, दे हैव देयर ओन वर्क। सो दैट इज वाई, मतलब बहुत ही ये था। एट लास्ट मैं कैसे बीए करी मुझे नहीं पता, बिकॉज हाउ एवर आई पास दैट फेज एंड बहुत ही अजीब सा लग रहा है। नाउ दिस इन दिस 23rd मेरा एग्जाम है एंड आई एम जस्ट स्कैर्ड कि कैसे होगा, एंड इट्स माय लाइफ फर्स्ट एग्जामिनेशन। आप पूछेंगे कि ये लड़की बीए में पढ़ती है और इसका पहला एग्जामिनेशन है जिंदगी में, बट दिस इज हाउ इट हैपेंड बिकॉज आई नेवर बीन टू स्कूल एंड कॉलेजेस। So that is why I'm nervous and excited to for this first examination, and it is really adventurous and challenging because वहाँ कैसे जाना है वो सबसे बड़ा सवाल है। वहाँ जाने के बाद स्क्राइब अरेंज करना एंड ऑल। ऑफ कोर्स इग्नो तो थोड़ी बहुत फैसिलिटीज प्रोवाइड कर देता है डिसेबल चिल्ड्रंस के लिए, that they'll arrange everything. But yes, but it's a really long procedure than regular schools and college. बिकॉज यहाँ से ट्रैवल एकोमोडेशन भी मुझे देखना पड़ेगा, 3 months लॉन्ग एग्जाम होने वाले हैं, और सब कुछ बहुत मुश्किल है मेरे पेरेंट्स को उठा के ले जाना वहां पर, इतने बार आना जाना। सो दैट इज व्हाट, बट somehow I need to tackle this.
So definitely. Shaurya is also with us finally in this live. Now, Shaurya, I think you'll have to swap the camera towards yourself.
Yes. Hello.
Hi. Hi. Finally, we're able to patch you, Shaurya. We've been trying for a while. If you can just keep the table. Okay, so Shaurya is here with us, guys. He is also a change.org petition starter. Shaurya,
मम्मी
just need
आप
to.
पकड़ लो।
Does anybody hold the camera for you?
मोबाइल पकड़ो। मोबाइल मेरी तरफ होना चाहिए ना जब फोटो खींचते।
Is anyone with you, Shaurya? Oh, yes. Hi, now we can see you. Hi, Shaurya. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hi, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hi, Shaurya, we can hear you.
You are not audible. Hello, you are not audible.
So, we can hear you, Shaurya. Thank you for joining in. I think. Can you, Gauri? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Shaurya, whoever's holding the camera for Shaurya, is Shaurya being able to hear me?
Please place the phone in front of you on the table so that no one needs to hold it, and you'll be comfortable in talking.
Never mind. We'll just figure the logistics bit for Shaurya in just a bit. Meanwhile, Gauri, let's just go back to the conversation till the time Shaurya is able to figure the infrastructure bit for that. Gauri, you're also someone who sensitizes people about it and who has been a facilitator throughout. You're a digital creator as well. So tell me some of the things that people often ask you, and you are so, and what are ways you want people for your community?
Hello.
Narvida, I am so
Hello.
sorry. I lost the last part.
Hello.
Yes, Shaurya, we can hear you.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, I am able to hear you.
Okay, great. Amazing. Thank you
Yes.
so much for joining.
Thank you. Sorry for the delay. There was some audio issues at my end.
No problem. We're extremely happy that you were able.
Thank you.
Um, okay, whoever's holding the camera for Shaurya, can we please have Shaurya in the front? Yes, awesome. Okay, Shaurya, tell me about
Sorry, can you repeat that question again?
yes. Why did you start your
Yeah, so basically, I started my petition. Well, like in JNU, there were a lot of accessibility related issues. The roads were very uneven and very bumpy, so they were not very smooth for maneuvering the wheelchair. So I was facing a lot of problem library of JNU. I could not go anywhere from the library to my even my to my center. In my center also the canteen is in the basement. So where the lift and there is no ramp also to go there. So so that also was a problem, and I have been writing about these issues since last 3 months, but nothing is happening. So I did everything from distributing pamphlets among students to spreading awareness about these issues in amongst the faculty and writing applications at all levels, but nothing happened. So I thought that I'll start a petition. Maybe I'll. So the response that I got is very good. So I hope that people will support me.
Thank you so much. I'm uh, I'll because last term, what I know, or the changes that posing are long change things that will take time. Just give me couple that we can do on a daily that will immediately have a large.
Okay. So in our everyday lives, basic things like if you see somebody
There's
using a wheelchair in a public place, am I audible?
but there's an just to there are two people where Shaurya is, which is why there are two.
I think
Um,
Shaurya, you should mute yourself with that. Echo will not happen.
Okay, we'll end this live here. Any technical happen, or we will in this impact on and we have the conversation in our comment.
Hello. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Just give me.
No problem. You will type, and I will be posting this in our feed, and we'll continue conversation in comments. Thank you so much, everyone. It was very insightful. Apologies for the technical problem, but we will definitely in the comment below.
Hello.
Thank you so much, everyone.
thank you for joining in.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.